What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is the 131st episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. I said 131st episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide. And I am your boy, One Sir Grover. How's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a pleasant, splendid time wherever you are in the world. Whether it's daytime, nighttime, somewhere in between, evening, mid-evening, midday, midnight, dawn, dusk. Because I never fucking know. You know what I mean? So last episode we were talking about oppressive regimes. Tonight we're going to talk about stupid government officials in the United States. One of my favorite motherfucking topics. So coming from a background in urban music, hip-hop, rap, and being an Army Navy brat, my mother, she was never one to curse. And since I was never a sailor, but she essentially was, given that she was in the Navy for 20 years, I took it upon myself to be the one with the sailor mouth. Just out of respect for my mother who served our country for 20 plus years. And you know, it's ironic, man, because what I really want to put into perspective for you is how fucking stupid some people in the U.S. government are, but in a totally different fucking way than perhaps you've ever considered. So, if you don't know, I actually work in government. I'm a U.S. defense contractor with security credentials. I've done a lot of shit. I've worked with red teams. I've worked on projects. I've worked in cyber. I've worked in defense. I've worked in intel. I've worked in law enforcement. I've done a lot of fucking shit. And I've been at a lot of different agencies and I've been paid for my work. Government doesn't pay fucking crazy people. Now you're probably thinking, well, yeah, it actually does. Well, not in my line of work, not really, not in intel. So I've had a lot of successful operations that I've carried out with teams, with individuals, with folks in gov. And man, at my age, man, I'm old enough to run for U.S. president. And just full disclosure, so I was in a gang when I was growing up, West Coast. And, man, part of that lifestyle and fucking about it. In terms of my interaction with the gang, I never did anything fucking heinous. I'm not a sex offender. I've never committed an arson and set a little old lady on fire, senior citizen. I've never done anything heinous like that, man. So my gang background when I was in a gang growing up was pretty typical, man. Hanging out with the fellas, selling fucking weed, which is illegal now, drinking 40s, smoking weed, pulling licks, man, doing shit like that. Typical shit, nothing over the top, nothing outrageous, just typical fucking gang activity. You know, young men, man, wilding out in the streets. Went back to college, got my certifications in my respective career field areas of expertise. And I applied to work as a contractor in government. And I got the job many times over. And so after, man, my experience of all that, in retrospect, man, looking back, I realize that what a lot of people don't realize is that since I have a background in science and technology as well, I just want to add that. And plus, I grew up in the 1970s and 80s watching a lot of television like a lot of people did. Maybe you're not familiar with the Twilight Zone and the Outer Limits. Maybe you're not as intimately familiar with said shows, TV presentations as am I. Perhaps you'd like to familiarize yourself with the Twilight Zone. So there's a couple different versions. There's the black and white version. And then there's the colorized version that came out later. And the same is true of the Outer Limits. I would say that they were both competitors of one another, of each other. And they were both equally awesome in nature. They were both rad fucking TV programs that lasted for years. They indeed had longevity, and they were great shows, and they were both, and still are to this day, highly rated American TV programs. Because you can find clips, you can find entire episodes for free on the internet And because they've been made available to the public, they've been around for fucking ages. The significance of The Outer Limits and The Twilight Zone is that those shows depict sometimes the lesser known, deeper reality of the multiverse. And what I mean by that, man, if you're just kind of passively listening and you're just like, oh man, you're talking about all this shit, it just sounds kind of outrageous and outlandish and far-fetched and over the top, and I don't really know what the fuck you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limit. They're basically parallels of one another, just in kind of a different light. Each one shows the same thing kind of differently. And, I mean, I don't know if this is true. I should look it up, but I'm guessing they're different production teams. The programs, the TV shows, they're about paranormal, bizarre phenomena, and at times, the various episodes that stretch over a span of years, respectively. So the Twilight Zone TV series was around for years. Outer Limits TV show was around for years. They're kind of the same. They kind of parallel each other in a lot of different ways. And they both deal with some really fucking weird, fucked up shit. Now, if you've ever heard of Black Mirror, a lot of people who talk about Black Mirror, they'll tell you the same thing. I've heard it almost 100% of the time. Black Mirror is some fucked up shit. And when you start to watch Black Mirror, at first you're like, oh, I can take this, I'll watch this shit. And you start to watch it, you're like, yo, man, I might not even be able to finish this. Like, this shit is just too fucking out there, bizarre, like dark, fucked up, demented, twisted work type shit. Well, that's how The Outer Limits was, and that's how The Twilight Zone was. So you're probably thinking, Grove, what do The Twilight Zone and Outer Limits have to do with anything that you're talking about? I'll tell you. Nancy fucking Pelosi, Loretta Lynch, Hillary Clinton, John McCabe, all these people, man. Fucking Barack Obama, Barry, whatever his real fucking name is. Look, man, I've learned that there really truly is a dual, multi-synchronous, overlapping, multiverse reality. And Hugh Everett 3, that is Hugh, H-U-G-H, Everett the Third. Hugh Everett 3 was a brilliant mathematician. And if you don't know anything about him, or you know very little, or you know something about Hugh Everett, Hugh Everett 3 was a mathematical genius who, through research, introspection, analysis, observation, he figured out that this isn't one universe, that it's actually overlapping multiple universes that appear to be one on the surface, but they're actually multiple, and they're separate, and they also interconnect and interweave and intersect and overlap and intertwine, and they're inter and intra-connected. They're connected universes. Most humans are only aware of the existence in their minds subjectively of one. They think it's one, but time isn't actually linear. Time is actually non-linear, and that's a quantum reality, deeper truth reality of what you believe is one. Well, depending on who you are, what a lot of people believe is one reality. Hugh Everett 3 figured it out, and when he figured it out, it confounded his mind. It fucked with him, man. And it caused some problems. Nonetheless, as a brilliant mathematician working on some of the most classified projects in U.S. government, similar to Nikola Tesla, who worked on the Philadelphia experiment with Einstein and Al Bielek, very similarly, Nikola Tesla had some issues, as does and as do most brilliant scientists, mathematicians, geniuses. And Hugh Everett 3 was, like I said, he was confounded. He was conflicted by what he discovered and what he learned. So, to put it into deeper perspective, as that was the prelude to what it is that I am going to share with you. This universe, on one hand, it seems quite orderly. Yes, there's chaos, because the universe has pockets of chaos, right? Disorder. But we can also say that that chaos is ordered chaos, that there's an algorithm behind it. What appears to be chaos behind it, there's something very orderly taking place. Whether people understand that or not, the universe understands that. Because what is chaos? It's actually something that is designed, and it actually makes sense. So when you look at it on a deep Planck level, of the Planck length of the pixel of the universe, pixel level of the universe, if you will. So there's chaos, but there's also order. There's order in chaos. And chaos can in some way and is order. Nonetheless, you have sometimes what appears to be messy, disordered politics. Disorder in politics and in society in different areas of human and animal ecosystem existence, right? You have turbulent weather systems, extreme weather systems, patterns. You have this fucking chaos. But is it really chaos? Yes, it is, because we call it chaos. But isn't there order in it? Isn't that what the universe intends? Because it's a design, right? Well, depends on what you believe. Some will say that it's just merely a theory, that it's not necessarily a truth, that it's not necessarily a fact, it's not necessarily true what I'm saying. So, larger point is this. You have a U.S. government with institutions, as an institution, many institutions that form this one collective institution, the Republic. And it seems very orderly in some regard, with the court system and judges and lawyers, attorneys, and all the pages and all the different representatives on all the levels, from top to bottom, bottom to top, and in between. The whole regiment, the whole file and rank system, the whole regime, the whole framework, the whole fucking system, the whole grid works of it all. You have all these different players, all these different fucking personas. By the way, this is a mobile podcast. You have all these different elements, all these different entities working in concert as part of the Union, the Republic, right? And it all looks like Greeks and Romans, and it's all very stately and in some respects very ornate, this system, right? These buildings, these infrastructures, and all these different things that humans have created. And in some way, despite the goings-on of these bureaucrats and stupid fucking politicians and piece of shit, superficial wannabe officials, despite such, you have these very orderly processes. Yes, sometimes, it looks chaotic and it looks like a fucking train wreck, but nonetheless, you have these computer systems that run this shit, right? And the computer systems that run this shit, sometimes, despite, malfunctions here and there, and despite some backlog and some issues with regard to the electronics, the mechanisms of these computers, these inner workings, these underpinnings of the system, right? These computer systems in the 21st century, they're quite efficient nonetheless. They're highly efficient. So if you're familiar with Shakespeare, what I see, man, is I see this play, a fucking stage play. Like he said, like Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. All the world's a fucking play, essentially, right? But what's really fucking disturbing in all of it is looking at the set, looking at the stage, looking at the decorations, the fucking, the curtains, the drapes, the stage, the set, right? On one hand, man, yeah, it looks really neat how it's all designed and how it's all fucking put together. And it looks really crafty and really fucking clever. And then you discover, on the other hand, this totally fucking wacky component of it all that, does it really make sense, man? Like, does it really, truly, honestly make any kind of fucking real sense? And what I'm referring to is Nancy Pelosi and Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton and Benghazi and fucking Manning, Chelsea, I guess, Bradley, Chelsea, Snowden, Assange, these people who are never really, truly, ever apprehended, despite the technology that we have to put a fucking robot in space on Mars with laser precision. It all seems really fucking peculiar, does it not? Honestly, man, none of it fucking makes any sense, dude. None of it. And let me further explain. So, when you look at how the United States, America that is currently border porous. The border, in other words, the border around America, the natural terrain, the border itself, the geometry of America, the country, the natural geological terrain. Okay, so I'm talking about the earth, the fucking earth, the way that the United States is formed. How the fuck is it that we can have all these deep, black, unacknowledged special access programs? We'll say deep space programs. Let's suppose for a moment that what's classified is that there's a secret fucking space program, right? Obviously there is. I mean, if someone thinks there isn't a fucking secret program, secret space program, that person probably has some serious issues. It's kind of obvious, dude, when NASA sends up fucking top secret classified shuttles that have top secret classified payloads. That's kind of a fucking space program that is classified. In other words, secret. So we have a secret space program. It's right out in the open. We spend all these zillions of dollars on the secret space program because the mathematical game theory players, the game theorists, the game players, the gamers, the people who crunch the numbers, who do the math, who do the John Nash mathematics, who do the John von Neumann mathematics, they sit back and they say, well, we've got to be out in space and create shit out there that most mainstream society doesn't know about so that we can better protect and defend Earth. That's the story, right? That's the narrative. If you understand the secret space program, even just as a casual observer, like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, there's a space program and it's secret. There's a secret component to what NASA does. It must have something to do with our national defense. Right, but then there's no fence around America from the very beginning. Like, how is it that concertina wire wasn't already strewn and strung about to protect and defend our border from the very fucking beginning? I mean, we made the goddamn fucking Hoover Dam. Have you ever seen the trivia or the stats or the facts or the math, the science on and behind with regard to the fucking Hoover Dam? Yeah, we can build the motherfucking Hoover Dam, and we're such great engineering, brilliant mastermind geniuses, and we never thought to ourselves, perhaps we should put a fucking fence around the United States and keep those who are not supposed to be here out of our fucking country. See, it doesn't make sense from the very beginning. When you look at how America was formed, how it was created, Freemasonry, how it was instituted, if you look at the very design and nature of America, it does not make any sense that one of the very first things it doesn't make sense that one of the very things that we did not build is a fucking fence or a barrier or some kind of wall, like the Great Wall of China, like the Great Wall of India, like the wall that encircles, protects, and defends Israel. That's weird. That's so fucking strange. We're this super powerful fucking country, and we don't have that as a first line of defense. I wonder why that is. It's got to be by design. So then you got to think to yourself, if you know that it's by design, why would we want to have all this secret shit out in space, protecting space and different parts of space and going to places that humans on the average fucking don't even know that we've been to, because we're doing all this ultra secret shit out in space, but we don't give a fuck about the border around the U.S.? Then why? Then if it is a design, if it is by design, which it seems to me that it was designed to have a weak border, why the fuck would that be the case? Why would that be the facade? Why would you have all these military bases and all these government institutions and all this shit? Why would you have all of these things in America and not have a fucking barrier around it? So it's designed to have a weak outer defense layer. Why? Like, why? Is that to fill up jails and prisons? Is that to justify budgets? Is that to create some kind of ordered chaos, perhaps? I mean, and by the way, whoever designed it, where would they get that knowledge? It seems to me that that would be off-world knowledge. Like, where in society have you ever known of there to be a stratagem? In other words, a strategy, a military strategy, tactic, whereby the whole objective is to make it look for a zillion years like you're protecting your border, but you really don't want your border protected. Like, where in ancient civilization have you ever seen that? Where have you seen a society, a tribe, a clan, a town, a village, a group of peoples, humans, humanoids, pre-humans, our forebears? Where did anyone in any kind of military strategy of it all say, you know what? We got to make this shit look like an illusion, and the whole purpose is to have it not be defended. Like, why would you erect a civilization, a city, a world, a universe of humans to leave it weak, to have it be weak, to intend for it to be weak while pretending that the intent is to protect and defend? Where would that come from? Where is that seen in any fucking society in ancient times, ancient civilization? I believe that the knowledge of America in terms of this weak border design, I believe that it's off-world because no one did it like America. No one created this great country and then said, yeah, but the whole idea is to have it appear one way so that it's some other thing so that we can fill up our... So the system, the system controllers, the entities that control America, they must understand that economically, financially speaking, you won't have certain budgets justified, that the economy won't work unless you allow for there to be a weak border. Look at North Korea. Can't get across their border. Well, now you can, but you used to not be able to, right? So where is the profit in their system previously? Where is the financial revenue stream? How are they benefiting financially from having this barrier around North Korea that's, I mean, it's not impenetrable. I mean, people would sneak across the border, but it was one of the most highly guarded fence lines, borders in the world. The DM fucking Z, dude. Like, man, they would shoot an infant trying to crawl across the DMZ because they'd think it was some kind of trick, and they would just fucking open fire on a child, on a baby. Like, they don't even give a fuck, or didn't in the past, okay? That has been one of the most highly patrolled, secured, guarded borders on planet Earth. Did they profit from that? Fuck no, they did not. There's no money in that. So how did the United States figure out? How did it figure out centuries ago that it would profit? Well, you could say, well, it's just simple simple math. Like, one could deduce that. I mean, it's trickery. It's fuckery. You know? I mean, someone could put it together. But where is it? Where is it in writing that is what has been done? Like, where is it written in text that is the entire purpose of the weak border? Where is it? Show me a body of written text. Show me some evidence, some empirical data to support the notion that there is information predating my suggestion. Now, I know it's out there. I understand. There are the new Jim Crow laws, and the whole thing is create this artificial system, make it look one way, and then in that, you've got the cocaine coming in, you've got fucking Noriega, you've got Reagan, you've got Bush, you've got this whole 1960s, 70s, and 80s with Oliver North. You have this going on with the Sandinistas. We've talked about this before, man. With FARC, with the Colombians, with South and Central America, Bogota. You've got the Medellin. You've got the Cubans. Like, whoever, man. The whole shit. So yeah, I get it, and I totally understand that, and we've talked about that. Nonetheless, who else understands and believes and theorizes what it is that I theorize? It's a handful of people, man, who understand this. It's a handful of people. That's why the drugs, man, were allowed to come in, because if they didn't, then you just have a bunch of empty fucking jails, man. I mean, how many traffic tickets can you fucking pass out, right? It's fucking obvious, dude. Like, how many fucking speeding tickets can you pass out to fill up jails and prisons? You gotta let motherfuckers, man, run amok and act dumb and have this border shit open so that it's easy, you know, or easier for them to get in, and then we can fucking lock them up, and then there's money for that, because it's always some kind of system of finance. It's always some kind of, there's always money involved in the equation. Now it's to the point where the shit is way fucking serious. I submit to you that it's always been way fucking serious. So you have these people like Pelosi, and if she were my own flesh and blood, I would say to her, I think you've totally lost touch with fucking reality. I would say that if she were my own DNA. I'd just be like, yo, you've lost fucking touch with reality. Man, the shit you were doing is wrong on all kinds of motherfucking levels. I totally understand people have a right to their beliefs and their opinions. That's what makes America America, right? Okay, well, that's great. But then when it comes to border security, how is it that you have people in our government who champion a weak border? Like, how can you be against having a fucking defensive barrier? A structure, a wall, a fence, a barrier. How can you be opposed to that? Like, how is your thinking process such that, oh, no, it's just totally okay for anybody to just come into the United States or any fucking country? Let's say you start your own country. Are you fucking K with people just like coming into your fucking country? Like, without any kind of like pass or authorization or papers or, you know, application process? Are you totally fucking okay with people just like running over your border? You might be someone out there that says, yeah, I'm totally cool with that, man. Like, you know, peace, love, happiness, man. Like, I mean, that's the way that the world should be. Yeah, dude, in a utopian, altruistic world, yeah, for sure, dude, in a utopia. But you do realize that in this current universe where humans think the way that they do currently on the average, you know that kind of system doesn't last very long, man. So since you're rational, the audience, a lot of you, most of you, statistically speaking, it's a mathematical, statistical, probabilistic reality. Given that you are rational, competent adults, most of you, you understand that if you start your own country, you cannot do the shit that Nancy Pelosi and these other people on her side, on her team, in league with her, and people like her, people who think like her, like-minded individuals. You cannot do the shit that she is proselytizing, that she is talking about, man, that she is presenting. You cannot fucking do that shit and have any kind of stable government human civilization, populace. You just can't, man. So why is it that these enemies of America are, and this is obviously, this is obviously rhetorical. Why is it, man, that they're so adamant about putting up a fucking wall, a barrier, some type of structure to keep bad people out in a way from children? Why are they okay with predators coming into America and preying on children and senior citizens and others? Why are they okay with that? Because in the current state of affairs, in terms of what we lack as a country, that is the case right now. What the fuck could they want more so than a protective barrier surrounding the United States? What is more motherfucking goddamn important to these vipers? It's not even a game with me, man. It's not even a motherfucking goddamn joke. Who the fuck are these clones, man? I mean, who the fuck designed these clones to be so goddamn insanely against reality and then put them in our government? And they're like, no, hey, this is what we believe, and this is what we legislate, and this is what we talk about, and this is the information that we convey, and this is what our belief system is. Your belief system is that America doesn't need a wall? Dude, it is so goddamn fucking obvious that all of the emphasis of the left-wing media is on these children who have been supposedly abused as a result of U.S. policy in terms of the border currently. And it's all about these children. And that's what they talk about all the time. And that's what they want the cameras on. And that's what they want you to see, because they want to distract you from the deeper truth reality that they are fucking insane clones. They're absolutely maniacal machinations in and of themselves, whatever the fuck they are, beyond just clones, wherever they were cloned, wherever the fuck they come from. These clones are just not real fucking people, man. They're just not. They just can't be, man. It doesn't even add up. It doesn't even make any mathematical sense. These people are not American. They're truly not. They do not share America's values. They do not share any of our security concerns. They are all about the complete, total, polar opposite of fucking our Western way of life and living. They don't want a barrier for your protection. They don't want it. They want to deceive people into being distracted, to waste fucking time, to stall tactics, so that the media's attention can be on these children instead of our own protection as U.S. American citizens. They don't even talk about reality. They don't even speak to fucking reality at all. And all that's coming out of their clone mouths is fucking gibberish over and over again. It's all fucking jibber jabber. It's all gibberish. It's all this wacky, ultra, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits shit. Like Edward Snowden, right, he totally can't be fucking captured and found because Obama's not going to scramble jets. All these people in government got off scot-free. Hillary Clinton, Page, Strzok, McCabe, fucking Mueller, until Mueller goes down, because it looks like he's going down, man, politically, because apparently some judges and others have stepped in to put a stop to it. But nonetheless, look how long these motherfuckers have run amok. Like, why is there no speedy process to thwart these enemies of America? Like, how has it been extended and prolonged as long as it fucking has been? Who the fuck, what entity is behind these evil fucking beings? I mean, I'm just putting this out there, man. Like, you got these people on the internet talking about, fallen angels and fallen angel technology and the Nephilim, everything that is fucking alien, according to these fucking weirdos, okay, has to do with the Nephilim. and it has to do with fallen angel technology and all this just stupid fucking shit. Okay? It's just sick. And anytime there is evidence and proof, empirical data, like Bob Lazar, brilliant scientist, who proves beyond any kind of reasonable mathematical shadow of a doubt that we, human beings on this planet, have in fact and do interact with actual extraterrestrial biological entities, such as the Greys and the Tall Whites and many other different races that have visited and transited this planet for eons. Anytime that information is just put out there, oh no, not according to these religious types. Oh no, they're not really from another star system. It's an illusion. It's all the Nephilim, and it's the Nephilim, and it's the Nephilim, and it's fallen angel technology, because they can't wrap their minds around fucking reality. The only reality they know is this contextual Bible shit that's like partially true, but they believe all of it is true, and they take it all literally, and so they don't understand that there is fucking space, and that the earth is not goddamn fucking flat, and that shit doesn't even make any sense and can't even fucking exist in any kind of real sense of any kind of reality. You can't have a holographic universe without 3 dimensions. You just can't. It's just not even possible. What's gonna run the machine? 2 fucking flat pieces of paper? Yeah, you got 2 flat pieces of paper running the universe. What's behind the universe? 2 flat pieces of paper. The universe is flat. Everything's flat. It's all flat. Well, then what's running it all? Just flatness? Flatness runs it all? So, man, these people are so fucking dumb. Okay? Oh, you can't get into space because there is no space. It's all just a flat piece of paper. Oh my God. Like, what has happened to these people, man? Talk about the Mandela effect. Like, how do you, how are you that fucking foolish? Okay? So then again, you know, there is no space, and it's all earth in the Bible, and it's all Nephilim and fallen angel technology. You know what I just thought of? Here's a good point. I just put this out there, man, for the very first time. If you got this far in my presentation, I just realized the flaw, the fundamental mathematical scientific flaw in their hypothesis and their analysis of the flat earth. How the fuck can it be flat, man, if the angels fell? Yeah, bitch. I got you there, man. I'm one Sir Grove, bitch. Yeah. Yep. Man, your caper, dude? Look, bro. Your story, your narrative, your little caper you've been running, dude, the flat earth shit? Sorry, dude. You just, man, you've been had, bro. I just figured it all out. Like, dude, yeah. So check it out, motherfucker. Really, the earth is flat and it's all Nephilim? Yeah, fallen angel technology? Well, angels can't fall in a flat universe, dude. Yeah, you're so fucking stupid. Did you ever think about that? Once Sir Grove deciphered it, decoded it? Yeah, can't fall from the heavens, dude, if there are no heavens, buddy. Can't fall from fucking space to earth, dude, with your fallen angel technology. Fallen angel technology. The Nephilim, they're underground. Well, how's they're underground? There's no underground. Everything's flat, dummy. Yeah, according to you and your dumbo fucking science, you're so dumb, dude. You're so pseudo fucking scientific. Yeah, the fallen angel technology, it's always fallen angel technology that these fucking derelict motherfuckers are talking about, dude. Fallen angel technology. The only thing I can understand is fallen angel technology. The only thing that I can say to any kind of argument is fallen angel technology. The only kind of analysis that I have in terms of my analysis, my pseudo-analysis, is fallen angel technology. Well, fell from where, dude? The earth is flat. Can't fall from anywhere, dude. Can't fall from space. Can't fall from the heavens. Can't have falling angels, dude, in a fucking 2-dimensional flat earth, bitch. Yeah, dude. So, your narrative's over now that one Sir Grove revealed the deeper truth reality about your bullshit fucking story about the flat earth and your fallen angel technology. Yeah, falling from a 2D fucking surface, huh, boy? Yeah. See how many people correct their narrative now that I pointed out the deeper truth reality that you can't have fallen angel technology in a 2D universe. You guys, man, you fallen angel technology fucking hyperbolics are just so trite, so vapid. So, back to what I was saying. If you understand Valiant Thor and his story, Venus, and the humanoids that came to Earth on the West Coast 1 week before he appeared as the stranger at the Pentagon with the spaceship. Yeah, it sounds wacky until you find out that there's actually documented evidence, that there's a documentary and documentaries, and that there are books and there are photos and people witnessed and saw and interacted with him and others from outside Earth. Okay? Did he come down on a two-dimensional plane as a fallen angel technology? Did he come down to Earth as a two-dimensional fallen angel technology? Yeah, sure he did. Sure he did. Tinfoil hat, fallen angel technology, sleuths, flat Earth sleuthers. So Val Valiant Thor, who spoke, hundreds of Earth languages, he came down with certain technology that our government rejected because obviously our government has a system set up here that's ancient, that's zillions of eons old, and it wants to pretend like it's one thing. And I'm sure there are entities that are kind of here in this like playland, like artificial staged up habitat, and they've been here for thousands of years, eons, because they look like humanoids, but there's something else that just plays on this planet. Because they told Val Valiant Thor, nope, sorry, we respect the information that you've provided, and we understand that it what it does, but we cannot allow that on this planet. This is the president at the time, by the way. And he was like, no, that would ruin our economy. That's weird. It would ruin our economy. Really? Giving over the type of technology that Val Valiant Thor brought to humanity from another planet would ruin our economy because people would be liberated and they would be free? Oh, right, because it's a system of debt and indebtedness, right? It's a grand fucking illusion. And so that's why you have these fucking clones who they are proponents of, therefore in favor of there being weak border security, while they pretend like they're all fucking patriots and all true patriots and that they're all for America. But really, their true animatronic nature, their true clonobotic fucking nature is that they are all about non-reality to distract. No, look at the children. Look at the children that were brought to the border and how they've been treated. Hey, check this out. Fuck off. If you take your child to North Korea's border, they're going to shoot you and your baby, and that's going to be the end of it. And if you want to do a news story about how you took your baby to North Korea and you wanted to rush the border and you got blown away in a hell of gunfire, and you want to make that a big story, while at the same time, you're knowingly, willfully, and intentionally distracting America from the deeper truth reality that it fundamentally, by way of logic, needs a strong border defense. It is imperative, it is integral to the survival of America that it needs a logical framework for border defense, and that all you're doing is acting as a clone animatronic distraction to take those who follow your brainwash away from the truth. Oh, the poor child, so sad. Mother rushed North Korea border. Do I feel sorry for you, Nancy Pelosi, if you rush the North Korea border and they come out with machine guns? How can I? You know that shit is going to go down that way. Okay? So then, is America going to be like, oh yeah, it was so fucking sad because she just rushed the North Korean border, and then people are going to be like, that was stupid. Why the fuck would she do that? That was just fucking reckless. Okay? So, but we still need a border. Okay? That's all people like me understand and know. And that's all there is fucking to it. All of your other elliptical shit, all of your story, your narrative is an ellipse. It's an oval ellipse, and it's elliptical, and it's oval, and it goes out, and it's hyperbolic, and it goes out and it comes around, and it's not really doing anything like legit or talking about anything that's rational or makes any kind. Your whole shit is non-fucking sense. Your whole shit is all fucking nonsense. It's all nonsensical. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking a filibuster. It's all a waste of America's time when you're on TV with your fucking stupid ass rhetoric and all the shit you blab on about for generations and decades, and you and your fucking people blab, blab, blab on about while America doesn't have a strong border. While America doesn't have a strong border. While America doesn't have a strong border. Oh, yeah. You don't want to appropriate $5 billion for a strong border? What do you want to do then? You want to appropriate $5 billion for some classified space program, right, that Americans on the whole, on the average, can't know about? That you just sign off on? You want to appropriate $5 billion for some of your fucking stupid ass Marxist, communist fucking programs to further weaken America? Of course you do. Of course you fucking heinous motherfuckers do. That's your whole goal, man. The 45 stated goals of communism. The 45 stated goals of communism right out of the goddamn motherfucking playbook. You think One Sir Grove doesn't know about the 45 stated goals of communism? You think I don't know Pelosi? You think I don't know Loretta Lynch? You think I don't know Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama? You motherfuckers think I don't know? Robert Mueller? You guys think I don't know about your wannabe fucking neo-Gestapo system in America? Your fascist fucking system? While you point the finger and you try to make it seem like anyone who's trying to stop you is fascist, you're the fucking true fascist, man. You guys have been doing this shit for a long fucking time, going back to J. Edgar Hoover's COINTELPRO and before that. It all started with J. Edgar Hoover's COINTELPRO, and everyone I just mentioned is all part of that fucking system, including Nancy fucking Pelosi. All part of the COINTELPRO shit. And all of it is deception. It's all smoke and mirrors. You're the ones who want to be fascists. You want to set it up like Nazi Germany. You want to have a bunch of poor people, the Democrats on the whole, living in urban communities, believe that you are the way, and the only way to their future is through you, like Jesus Christ, a messianic kind of figure. They got to go through you and your motherfucking liberal democratic fucking goddamn party, because you're not really what you say you are. You're neo-Marxists, you're Marxist fascists, and not only are you socialist, neo-Marxist fascists, you wannabe Gestapos. You want everyone to fucking be brainwashed under your bullshit story, under your narrative, and you want them all to believe all of your media psyop, all of your left-wing fucking liberal CNN fucking clone, wherever dimension, whatever fucking Nephilim ass place you come from. You want them all to think about the little kids, right? That tragically end up at the U.S. border, because that's what it's all about, right? It's not about the parents that brought them there. It's not about the reckless fucking government that allowed for them to get there in the fucking first place. Dude, in any real kind of society, you'd have lasers and sound. You would have non-lethal weapons, first of all. If you want to be humane about it, you could have sound waves and shit set up to keep them away, and they wouldn't even get fucking close to the border. Huh? I'm not even going to go there with drones and lasers. That's the next step. You motherfuckers, man, you crossed the red line. You crossed the fucking line in the sand. Yeah. See, I know about your tricks and your deception. We can start with the non-lethal weapons that our military owns. We have sound weapons that can keep them at bay. Huh. They're supposed to be humane. That's why they're non-lethal. Where are the sound weapons set up along the border to keep people away? Let's start with that. Huh? Where's the microwave weapons that are non-lethal? Where are those? Huh, that's interesting. We built them. I paid for them. Huh. I'm the one that paid for them with my taxpayer money, dollars. Huh? Where the fuck are those non-lethal weapons right now? They're certainly not being used along the border. What happened to all of them? Because that would make total logical fucking sense, right? To deploy those types of non-lethal, humane systems to tell anybody with a baby in arms, keep away from this quadrant, from this sector, from this domain. This sound wave will lay you down and make you never come back here ever again unless you have a pass and authorization. Oh, that's weird, Pelosi. Why aren't those technologies that I paid for being used? It's really kind of outer limits Twilight Zone, is it not? Huh. I know you know that it is.